Hello all and welcome all. I've got a huge announcement prepared for you guys today, but before I get into that, let me just say thanks. Thank you for all of the views, all of the likes, the shares, the comments, everything. I really appreciate it, guys. It's crazy to me that this channel is approaching almost 10,000 views. That's nuts. That's crazy to me that almost 10,000 people around the world have seen the content that I've made. To me, that's crazy. But if you enjoy this video, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. We're at 51 right now. Help us get to 100. That would be so awesome. Now that all that's out of the way, let's get down to business. Let's get down to the announcement. All right. First off, this video itself is kind of an announcement because it's the very first time that I'm actually making an ARK video for the channel, despite having played ARK since 2015. Exclusively on console, by the way, so I've had to put up with a lot. But anyway, me and my friends, we've decided that we're going to play through every single map in ARK. Not only are we going to do that, but we're going to be doing it with primitive technology only. Now I know some of us other ARK veterans, we might be thinking of Aberration, we might be thinking of Genesis, we might be thinking of Extinction, and you might be saying, there's no way, you can't get through those maps with just primitive tech. You can't get through them without mechs, without suits, and without those advanced weapons and whatnot. And to you other ARK veterans out there, you're probably right. To be honest, I don't really have a strategy for most of the maps. We're just kind of like taking it as we go. Part of this is also like an experiment. How far can we get? You know? Because for me, ARK, when it first came out, that was the experience. You know, it was dinosaurs. It was primitive technology. You were constantly fighting for survival. You know, you were never the top of the food chain. You never truly became totally superior to the dinosaurs. They were always a threat. But at the same time, you also needed dinosaurs to be able to get projects done and progress throughout the game. Now, I love that experience. That's why I play ARK. Now, I'm not saying that tech is bad. I'm not saying it should be removed from the game. I actually think a lot of tech equipment is cool. I just think that you should be able to opt out of tech when you're not looking for that kind of experience. And essentially, wow, if I could speak, essentially that's what we did. We opted out of tech. So that's why we're stuck with primitive gear only. But at the same time, we're not doing primitive plus. And I know some of you might be wondering about that. Why not just switch to primitive plus? I don't know how Primitive Plus is on PC, but on the console version of ARK, Primitive Plus is pretty brutal. Not brutal in the sense of difficulty, but brutal in the sense that it just doesn't work right. A lot of the engrams that you unlock, a lot of the things that you're able to build and craft, they just don't work. And there's some other weird stuff that goes on with Primitive Plus too. Like if you host a Primitive Plus Nitrato server, then you're not able to customize your character. So yeah, all that is to say, no Primitive Plus. It's just not going to work. I also like Primitive Plus. I think a lot of stuff in it is cool, but it's not quite the right fit. Now, in addition to primitive technology only for this series, we also cannot upgrade our movement speed or our fortitude. Those are huge additions to the difficulty. It really changes the way that you travel throughout the map, and it really changes the sort of strategy that you go with. Now, on the flip side, we didn't just make things harder, we did give ourselves a bit of hand ups, so to speak. One of them is that structures can't be damaged. Dinos and other players cannot destroy actual built structures. So that's nice. You don't feel the pressure to build with stone or build with metal if you don't want to. If you want to be technical, you could build a palace out of thatch and it would be just as durable as a fortress made of stone, right? Now, in addition to that, we level up decently fast, nothing too crazy, and the stats are all different from what I believe public servers would be. I'm not really sure which ones are higher or lower because I have no experience playing public servers. I've always just played private servers. But if you guys want to know about the stats and all of the modifiers, I'd be happy to actually go through each and every one of them. So here's the plan, everybody. On each map, we're going to be setting different goals. Now, these goals may be taming a certain amount of dinosaurs, getting a dinosaur to be a certain level, finding a dinosaur of a certain color. It might be building a base in a particular theme or with a particular design in mind. And all of these goals are going to be helped determined by you guys in the comment section. So if there's anything in particular that you want to see, just let me know in the comment section down below. Other than that, on every map, we're going to go in, we're going to get all the artifacts, we're going to tame any unique map dinosaurs, like Volanosaurs or, whatever that only spawns on that map. And then we're going to fight the boss battle for that map. After that, we will consider that map to have been completed, so to speak. After that, we move on to the next map, and then we go from map to map to map until all of them have been completed. And throughout this whole process, we'll be able to transfer our characters, we'll be able to transfer dinos, and we'll be able to transfer items. So, with us being only allowed to use primitive technology, I feel like those are enough advantages. We should be able to get the job done. Like I mentioned earlier, I am a little worried about aberration just because of the radiation. I'm honestly not so much worried about the Titans on extinction. I know they are very tough. I mean, they are just about as tough as you can possibly get in ARK. And at the same time, though, we're just going to need powerful dinosaurs. But the radiation, to me, that's a little bit different because that requires a specific item to bypass. So, if you guys have any ideas for how we can circumvent those difficulties, those obstacles, then let me know. I would love the assistance. As of right now, though, we're preparing to fight the King Baboon on Lost Island. And then after that, I believe we're going to go to Valguero and the Center. So, guys, if this project is something that you want to watch, if this sounds interesting to you, then don't be shy. Join the channel. Hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you here. I'd love to read the comments. And if you want to head on over to twitch.tv/bigboynappin, you'll be able to watch me actually stream when I play on the server. Alright guys, that about wraps up the announcement portion of the video. So with all that being out of the way, I want to hear from you guys. I want to know if you guys think we'll actually be able to get through this project. Like, will we be able to actually play through and beat every single boss in ARK on every map with only primitive technology? Is that even possible? You guys let me know. I want to hear from y'all. And if you think it can't be done, let me know why. Let me know what map you think would be the one to put an end to this project. Now, I've told you guys the goal. The goal is to get all the way up to Genesis Part 2 and then complete it. But this is also, like I said, it's also kind of an experiment because I don't actually know if that's doable. Off the top of my head, I can think of at least 2 major obstacles that I'm not 100% sure on how we would get around. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And until we get there, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make some cool memories. There'll be some cool moments. And I really hope that you guys can be a part of it. I'd love to have as many of you as possible, coming in and watching the videos and being a part of this journey. So let's try and get this video to 20 likes. If we can do that, 20 likes. I know that you're probably laughing. That probably sounds like just the smallest number ever to you. but my channel's still small. You know, we got to grow it somehow, and 20 likes would be awesome. Hope you guys have a good day. I've been your host, Big Boy Nappin', and I hope y'all stay happy and stay healthy.